Okay, let's dive right in. We're starting with the single most important building block of AI, the neuron. You know, the secret to modern AI? It's not that complicated. It's just this one simple unit, repeated billions of times.
Think of it like a tiny calculator. It takes in some numbers, does a quick calculation, and spits out one result.
So let's walk through a quick example with 3 inputs. These are just numbers. That's it.
Okay, here's our first input number.
And here's our second one.
And finally, our third.
So get this, every single neuron just does these 3 simple jobs. Let's break them down. First up, job 1. The neuron just adds up all the numbers that came in. Simple as that.
For our example, the sum is 0.6. See, job 1 is already done.
All right, job 2. The neuron asks a really simple yes or no question about that sum.
And since 0.6 is greater than 0, the answer's yes. We call this firing.
And for its final job, it multiplies that sum by a fixed number. In this case, it's 1.2.
And that right there is the final output. Seriously, that's it. That's the whole process.
But hold on, what about that firing step? This is where it gets really interesting.
So instead of a hard on-off switch, it's more like a smooth curve. Yeah, think of it like a dimmer.
So why does this matter? Well, this dimmer idea is actually how AI learns by making tiny adjustments. And this whole process, from input to output, that's called inference. It's basically how AI thinks.
Which leaves us with one big question. What happens when you repeat this billions of times? Well, that's where the magic starts.